So if you go on the canvas down towards the bottom, building sections, there's a file you need. It says 01 building sections document. That's what we just did. And the Revit file you need is the 07 cool section student file. Download, open that, and that's what this is. So I already made a basic house with floors, roof, walls, all sorts of stuff. You can kind of see in here. And we're going to do a section through the window and through all of these different layers. So if you look at that second handout that you should have grabbed, it says at the top, go to the View tab, Sections, and drag across the first floor wall window. Okay, so go up to the View menu, the View tab, do a section view right here, and you're going to zoom in and do it through the middle of the window. Okay, and then you can stretch it out so it goes out past the back of the house. So there's our section that we just made. It's that easy. Over in your project browser, scroll down and find the new Sections section. Sections, building sections, hit the little plus, and there it is, section 1. Double click on it, and there's a section. I'm going to bring this crop down because we don't need it to be that tall. You can see we have the earth, foundation wall, the floor joists, but it's not very detailed. So the next thing, it says open the section view in the project browser. We did that. Turn on fine detail at the bottom of the screen. That's down here. Remember down here, fine detail, and now it brings in all the layers of the walls. Okay, so we have like the studs, the drywall, the outside material, insulation, all sorts of stuff. Go to the annotation tab, detail component. So annotation tab, detailed component, and then it says you're going to need to add things like dimension lumber. We're going to add in anchor bolts. We're going to add in some brake lines. So this is where a lot of new stuff is. You notice that there's an anchor bolt in here, which is pretty cool. We're going to add in the header, the sill, the double top plate. This is all dimension lumber. If I zoom in more, you can see there's like a little X. These little rectangles with the X's in them are the ends of boards, wood. Okay. So in our list here, on our drop down, we have a whole bunch of, I think it's already pre-installed or loaded. If not, we might have to go load family, but we have 2x10s, 2x12s, 2x4s, 2x6s, all that good stuff. So you gotta look at the handout. I'm gonna start at the bottom right here, 2x6 sill. 2x6, zoom in here now. Hit the space bar to rotate it around and put in your sill right there. That's a 2x6. Here at the bottom of our stud wall, we need a 2x6 sole plate. It's usually 2x4. I wonder if that's labeled wrong. I think we found our first mistake. 2x4, and that sits right there. Nope, got it wrong. It is 2x6, it goes right there. We're going to do one on the bottom, that's our sole plate. We need 2 at the top. That's our double top plate, so our walls are 6 inches wide. You put 2 at the top, up against each other. We need the next level. There's one here. So go across the floor joist and snap that in there. And is there any other ones? There's 2 up here. At the top. I'm going to zoom out. Go to the top of the wall. There's the top of the wall. 1, 2. Now, I need my headers. 2x12 header. Switch it to 2x12. Zoom out. There should be probably a header up here, I would imagine. There should be. think it's missing there. I missed. I'm going to undo. Did not miss. Got ones there. We got one here. We got one down here. Every floor has a header around it. Okay, for platform framing. I think that might be it for the dimension lumber. Okay, so then the next thing it said was what? Anchor bolts. They go in the foundation. We just need one. So we hit the drop down. Anchor bolts. Anchor A. Which diameter? I don't know. Does it say? 1/2 inch. All right. 1/2 inch. And you want this to sit. Remember, this holds that sill to our foundation. So it's got to like sit on top of the sill, because that holds down the sill to the concrete, or it's pretty much holding our wooden frame of our house to the foundation. Next, insulation. No, break line. Okay, there's a break line right here. It's labeled break line. So instead of seeing this giant 2-story wall, since it's pretty much the same, we're going to put in a little break line, B, and this is neat. I'm going to start it here. Now watch, I'm going to start it there, and then maybe go up here. No, you just put one in. And there are ways to like extend them. We can like drop it down and all that stuff. That shouldn't be there. So that's a break line. Okay, that's fun. Annotation tab, detailed insulation. Insulation's pretty neat. There's an insulation button. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. We need to know, all right, let's start here at the bottom. It is bat insulation. Okay, does that matter? I don't know. I think that's what it is. And the width of the wall, we said was 6 inches. So here we need to change the 9 to 6 inches. Click on the midpoint, and you physically draw the insulation in, and there you go, 6 inch insulation. Okay, you need to do that for this wall going up, second story wall, and then the roof ceiling. So we just click on insulation again, or I'm still in it maybe? No? Yes? Insulation. I don't know through the break line how that's going to work. Let's see. Put insulation there.
Maybe you put insulation in then the break line?
Yeah. That's probably exactly what you do. Put the insulation in first. I'm going to finish it up here while we're doing it. Put it there. Now, 2 by 12. What do we got to change it to?
12.
Right? Let's try putting the break-in line now, and I can change the, yeah. So, be aware of that. Next, annotate detail. Draw a 4-inch circle for a drain pipe next to the footer. Down at the bottom, there's a little 4-inch pipe here that we used to drain. Remember we saw them put that in on this old house. When they were shooting all that rock in there and they were doing the thing, they did have that black corrugated pipe, 4 inches. So, what did it say to do? Annotation tab, detail line, annotation, detailed line. Click on the circle option. Go down to your footer. Draw in a 4-inch radius pipe. Actually, I think it's 4-inch diameter, which would be 2 inches radius. And we can just kind of set that in that area. It's not precise, it's just sitting along the bottom of your wall. Actually, that should be, I don't know if that goes below, by your footer or by there, but we're going to put it there, because that's there. Next, annotation tab, region, draw stone around drain pipe, hit the check mark. Annotation tab, region, right here, we haven't done this before. Got my line option, and you're just going to kind of roughly draw like a little where we're gonna put stone. I think more realistically, it would be kind of more like out here, just like that. And I think you have to maybe go the whole way around to like make a little loop like we've done before. Okay? And then it said what?
Hit the green check mark.
Yeah, I think we have to choose edit type, and so the color, instead of making it black,
Make it green.
fill pattern. We're not filling it with gypsum plywood or drywall. We have to click on, so here, let's explain this. While you're still in this, before you hit the check mark, edit type, where it says fill pattern, we're going to choose the little 3 dots there, and we want the stone. Concrete, that might work. Sand. What symbol did I use on the thing?
Kind of like sand or concrete.
It's probably concrete, but we're using it as like a sand.
Research.
Hit OK. No, just wait. Hit OK, hit the green check mark, and then that will fill that in with that texture. I feel like there's a better texture, like actual gravel. Maybe I use sand, I don't know. Okay, last thing then is to do the roof, to add the fascia and the gutters. So you go to the architectural tab, hit the roof drop down, roof fascia. It's already done for you. But you're supposed to add the fascia, and then you go to the architectural tab and add the gutter. Okay, I need to go there and delete that off your copy. All right.